the lads down the lane. Let's make a stand. The lads down the lane, and Amstel in our hand. Yeah, lads down the lane, lads down the lane. It's the lads down the lane. Yeah, lads down the lane.
Evening all. Welcome along to the Bodo Glimt v Spurs watch along for the second Champions League round tonight. Got Nigel with me tonight as the analysis man. Here he is. Nigel, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Looking forward to the game. Not so much a team, but I'm sure we'll get into it. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Looking forward to it. And big up to Lee Payne for being in early doors. Hope you're well, Lee. And coys. Come on, you Spurs tonight. It's going to be interesting. We'll get into it as we go along. First of all, I think we'll delve straight in to the Spurs team news. Nigel, a few missing players tonight. Was it the team that you expected to be put out?
No. I think it's a big risk. It's a big risk. I know that Frank has to rest players, can't play the same team every week, but to rest Kudus, Simmons, and Polina for a Champions League match to me is risky. We will see whether it pans out to be the right thing to do at the end of the game. But the team doesn't thrill me with confidence. Fill me with confidence. I got to be honest. What about you?
I think to rest all three of them maybe is a bit of a stretch for him, to be honest with you. But like you said off air beforehand, he's got to rotate them at some point. Whether he thinks tonight is maybe the place to do it, who knows? It's going to be hard work tonight. Odibert, Richarlison, Johnson up front. Bentancur, Bergvall. Who's the other one, Nice? Remind me.
Sarr.
Yeah. So there doesn't seem to be too much creativity in the team. Bit worried about that, to be honest with you. I just hope it's not going to be one of those back to the walls game, Nige. Do you know what I mean? Where we're just not doing anything going forward and just trying to stop them doing what they're doing. You know,
that's the concern now. I mean, we got to look at it and think to ourselves, this is Bodo Glimt, and this is no disrespect to them. You know, we played them twice last season, beat them comfortably. You know, we're not playing Real Madrid. You know, and I think even with the players we're resting, we still should have enough quality to get a result. But it's definitely a concern. I do think it's a big risk. And you're right, creativity-wise, we have literally none on the pitch. So whether we're going to be sitting and hitting them on the break, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because of the lack of creativity, I don't know whether that will be the plan or not. Almost to sit, you know, a wall in front of the defence, if you like, because I just can't see. I can't see what we're going to be able to do going forward, Nigel. I really don't. I'm struggling with it, looking at it, and I know he's got some options on the bench, you know, that he can bring on. I get that. I just, the creativity. I mean, is it going to be all on Sarr? I take it. It's Sarr and Bergvall, really. It's going to be on, wouldn't it, with Odibert and Johnson? It's on them four, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I was looking. I looked at the team we played there last season, and I thought to myself, this is before the team was announced, and I thought to myself, "Oh, you look at the team we played there last season, and we played Kulusevski, Romero played, and there was one more, Solanke played as well.
Okay.
So 3 players that are out of the side today, but I thought, well, at least we've got the likes of Simmons and Kudus and Polina now. So the fact that they're left out as well, Yeah, it's a concern. It is a concern. There's no doubt about it. And I don't see where our creativity comes from. I honestly think we are going to be sitting deep, or maybe just trying to maybe wear them down. Maybe that's the idea, that we wear them down for 70 minutes and then bring the big boys on the last 20 and win the game. I don't know. I don't see where our goals are coming from tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely a concern, mate. It's definitely a concern. And after the performance at the weekend, I know we move on. It was disappointing on Saturday night. You know, we've already said first half looked like there was a few green shoots, few little connections going on that didn't quite come off, but it looked promising. And then second half, we absolutely died a death. You know, and there was nothing. And it's so difficult because you're looking at the team and you're thinking to yourself, I mean, we'll probably get surprised and perhaps they're going for, I don't know, the set piece route. You know, they've got the throw-ins in the team now. You know, perhaps they're going down that route, hoping they can nick a couple of goals from set pieces. But it is very concerning. Again, though, Nigel, I've got to say, I think leaving all three of them out might prove, you know, difficult. I suppose for some of the players that are on, because I just can't see where the shining stars are coming from. And I think we've been here before. I just really hope we're not going to struggle tonight, mate. I know you said about, you know, you thought that, you know, with his one of his stronger teams out, with players you expected to play, you expected a win. But are you expecting anything different tonight? Now, does it bother you that much, that team that he's got out there?
I certainly don't think it's going to be as comfortable as what I thought it was. I thought we would win the game reasonably comfortably. Now I think it's going to be a slog. Like we've already said, I don't see where the goals are coming from. Clearly, we're going for quick wingers in, you know, Odegaard and Johnson. Maybe, like I say, we are going to try and catch them on the break. Lee's absolutely right. We can't expect the same players to play every game, you know, so we got to expect a bit of rotation.
Yeah,
Just didn't expect all of our creativity to be on the bench,
yeah.
you know, but it is what it is. At least they're on the bench. That's the one good thing, you know. We can bring them on later on.
Yeah, the bench does look reasonably strong, to be fair. You've got Kudos on there. You've got Simmons on there. Pauline here on the bench as well, Nige. Did I see? Yeah. Yeah, so all three of them are on the bench. Have we got another option in a striker on the bench? Is Scarlett on the bench, Nige?
I'm pretty certain Scarlett is on the bench. I
Yeah,
will just
sorry, I
double
was
check.
looking at it earlier and it's moved off my phone. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah, because otherwise, Scarlett's on the bench. Ricky Villa TV's just said, yeah. So, I mean, basically, then they're your options, as in quality to come on the pitch. You've got Paulinia, you've got Kudos, you've got Simmons, and Scarlett is your, I suppose, your backup striker. You'd call him, really, in case anything goes wrong with Richarlison.
Yeah,
you know?
literally our only fit striker, Richarlison. Really,
it's just so poor up front, Nigel. It's so poor.
It is, but it's their chance to shine, mate, isn't it? This is their chance. You know.
Yeah, they've got a chance to go out tonight and turn it on. And should I say, not just a chance. This is, for me, like, it's another chance for the like of. We know Johnson score goals, but we want to see more from him in general play. Odegaard, there's been little bits and pieces where you think you can see a player in him, but he doesn't seem to be doing. I don't know. Maybe he's doing what the manager wants him to do. He's just not doing what us fans want him to do. I don't know.
Maybe.
Obviously, there's a big difference there. So who knows? So, you know. Really, our only option was Richarlison up front, Nige. We haven't. There's no other way round it, really, is there? Unless you were sort of a Simmons and a Kudos were playing in a two behind him or something like that, you know, to to try and connect up. But as they're not playing, what sort of formation can you see us playing now, Nigel? Is it just going to be like a 4-3-3, or would they be a bit more defensive than that, do you think?
Yeah, I think it would be. You might be looking at a double pivot, maybe one Bentancur, maybe in the 6, and then Bergvall and Sarr as your 2/8s. And the thing is, kind of any options we had have been taken away from us, haven't they? Because Romero's obviously injured, so any chance of playing a 3 at the back was done. You know, we have got Davis on the bench, so we could play 3, but if one of them gets injured, then we haven't got another defender on the bench.
Yeah.
So options wise, we haven't got a lot. Obviously, we have been unlucky with strikers in the fact that Solanke is still injured and Mwani's injured. But it does go to show, like most of us have been saying all summer, this squad is still really short. And the fact we have to pick this team for a Champions League game because we need to rest players just shows how short we are in certain areas.
Yeah. It's for me, it looks so. And I get players have to be rested. I get that, and I'm not moaning about that. At the end of the day, you know, perhaps Frank thinks that we've won one already, and Leeds is more important at the weekend. Maybe, who knows? I don't know how he's thinking. Perhaps it's almost like when he played Sarr, Bergvall and Gray against Burnley, you know, and he got away with that. We won 3-0. So perhaps he's thinking tonight, Bentancur, he's got a bit of experience, and we'll let Bergvall and Sarr, because Sarr's had a couple of games out, hasn't he, where he hasn't played, I believe. So he should be fresh as a daisy. And you know that he'll be shutting down, shall we say, with a bit of, is it ferocity? Is that the right word, Nigel? You know, with a bit of, I think he'll be shutting them down quick, or trying to anyway, in that midfield further up the pitch. So it'll be. Go on, Nigel. Go on, mate.
I was going to say, let's be honest. You look at that team, and defensively, we knew kind of how it's going to be because we knew Romero was out, so we knew Danzo would come in.
Yeah.
Midfield, apart from Polinia, who was going to have a rest at some points, he's been playing a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of expected. It's really just the front line, isn't it? That's changed. There's Kudus and Simmons being out. That's really affected, you know, the thoughts, the mindset of how we're going to do today.
Yeah.
I think the midfield is okay. I think the defense is okay. It's just that forward area. Yeah, it is a concern.
It's how we progress the ball, isn't it, Nigel? It's how we progress the ball up the pitch, and once it is up the pitch, when it gets there, it's holding on to it as well, Nigel, and not giving it away so quickly. Where was I? I was looking at one of these. Yeah, this point from Barbaric that was above here. They should be fully think they're 22 or 23 games into their season. Don't quote me, but I think out of that 20 odd games that they've played, they've only lost 3, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're in good form. I know that we're the only team to beat them at home in a lot of Champions League games before we turned up there and beat them last season. So, you know, listen, for me, we should be going there. We should be beating them. It just bothers me that we've gone back to the side that doesn't really show much quality at all, as in, you know, I know there's a Paulinia that can come on later on and score you a goal, and the same for the others, the Kudos and Simmons. You know, it's just good. For me, it's almost like it's not set up. It's a lot of what are senior players, but that a lot of us that don't see that those players are up to it have got, like you said earlier, a massive task tonight, Nigel. They're away to a team, like you say, that's probably inferior. It's from the Norwegian League. But you remember last year, Nigel, you know, there was a lot of people that were saying we were going to go there. And I was one of them. I don't mind saying I thought we was getting beat last year when we went to Bodo. You know, I thought the occasion might be too much for us, but it wasn't. And we did what we did. We're going there with this team this year. And yeah, it should be. We've got the better all-round footballers. yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. But you know what Spurs are like, Nige. You know, you
Yeah,
know what we're like, and I want to be positive, and I still want to say that we're going to win. I just think that it's going to be so much more difficult, and I just don't want to see us being overrun, Nige. Do you know what I mean? Like
no,
being away from home, they turn it on a little bit, and you know we just get set back in our ways because we know once it happens, there's no way out.
no, you're right. And again, this is what concerns me. We look at that team that we put
Yeah,
out tonight, and it is effectively what we had last season without Kulusevski, without Madison, without Romero,
yeah,
and without Solanke. um, which I think makes us look quite weak. You know, we went, like you say, we went to Bodo last year, and a lot of us thought this is going to be really tough because they've been
yeah,
flying at home, you know. And but we went there, and we won the game and got through. But like I say, we had Kulusevski, we had Romero playing, we had Solanke up front. I'm not saying Solanke's a world beater, but I'd rather him up front than Richarlison. And we're going into this game with literally the players that were on the bench last season for us.
yeah,
Um, and all of our players that we brought in, these 4 players that we brought in to improve the first team, not one of them's in the first team. But we got to trust Frank, you know, and he's been left with a squad or been given a squad that isn't good enough yet. So he has to rotate, and I think we all know that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
yeah. It's going to be really interesting, really interesting. Where can you see? I know we've said about that we're lacking the creativity, Nige, but where can you see our outlet from? Is it a case of an Odibert getting down the flank and getting a crosses in, and Johnson coming in at the far post, or is it from the Dan's throw, the Bergvall throw, the corners, any free kicks we might get further up the pitch? Do you think we're more likely to score from something like that than in open play?
Set pieces, I'm not going to lie, set pieces worry me today. Just because I don't think we've got anyone of the quality to put the set pieces in. You know, you usually have a Xavi or a Kudus taking corners. I'm guessing Bergvall can take them, but also I am concerned about the throw-ins. You know, we have, Danzo's long throw. We have only really got Richarlison, maybe a Benton call. You know,
Yeah,
again, no Kudus in there is a concern. But I do think it is going to be. I know it's bloody huge. I do think it's going to be on the break where we catch them. My concern is that Richarlison is not going to be in the box. You know, if we got an Odebear running down the line or a Johnson running down the line,
yeah.
you know, Richarlison is going to have to be breaking his neck to get in that box because I do think we are going to be sitting deep and trying to catch him on the break. I might be totally wrong, but
Mm.
I don't see how we hold the ball up in those forward areas.
It's it's so difficult, isn't it, Nigel? Like I'm just
Mm.
trying to picture the players on the pitch, and really, there's only. I mean, Richarlison's got to do a job tonight of whether it's holding the
Yeah,
ball up or whether he's making runs. Whatever Frank's plan is for him tonight, you know, it's going to be put down to players like Odibert and Bergvall when that ball gets forward, Nigel, and even Johnson to an extent, which I don't think I've ever seen Brennan Johnson do properly yet. Hold the ball up,
right.
like with his back to goal properly. He's just not got that build and that weight about him, has he, Nigel? He's the man you're going to have
Right.
running through onto through balls rather than holding it up. Is there a shout at any stage where you think like a Johnson, even more so than an Odibert, might join Richarlison up front in a sort of two? Nige, I know we wouldn't be playing with a three at the back, but is there a chance where it could be Richarlison and you're waiting for that little flick on for Johnson to get going? I'm just trying to think of options to think how we're going to get the ball up the pitch and keep it up the pitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't see it. I just like you said, Richarlison is going to have a game tonight. he's going to have to be able to hold that ball up and then bring the likes of Odegaard and Johnson into the game. Because if he can't hold the ball up, what chance have we got? But he's a Brazilian international. He's playing against, with all due respect, a pretty average side in Bodo Glimt. Okay, they might be a top Norwegian side, but in the grand scheme of things, Richarlison as a Brazilian number 9 should be able to cope with these centre backs that are playing.
Yeah. And are you hopeful that Odegaard and Johnson might get, not so much Johnson because he doesn't go past his man, to be fair, he's late running into the box from the other side, but from Odegaard tonight, do you want to see him going past his man, Nige? Because we know he plays safe a lot and he cuts in on the right foot, but there's got to be a time where he knocks it past the defender and gets on his bike. Do you know what I mean? And, he's meant to have pace. I don't know if we've yet to see it. We thought Johnson had pace, didn't we? And he has to a degree, but when it comes to actually going past a defender, it shows that, or it seems that he hasn't got that much pace. I don't know about you, but I want to see Odegaard, if we're getting the ball up that pitch that far, I want to see him having a go at that defender, trying to get the ball down to that byline, and, Richie and Johnson and Bergvall breaking their neck to get in the box, to get on the end of something.
Yeah, this is it. This is why we brought in Odegaard. For me, this is it. Show what you're made of. You've got a chance in the side now. You've had a couple of games. You've done okay. You did okay against Doncaster.
Yeah.
Beat a man for a goal. Didn't do it again, but at least he did it once. Now this is it. Stake your place in the team. This is your chance to get that left hand side and make it your own. So I'm expecting him to take on players. He's not going to beat everyone. But if he can beat his man a couple of times, then all good. Listen, this jumper, man, I found in the right in the back of the wardrobe. Haven't worn it for about 10 years, and I think I know why. It's it's not the best, barbaric, but thanks, mate. I might have to go change it in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. It is what it is, mate. We was talking about this, as you well know, about these two lads holding the ball up, and I was hoping to see Simmons in the 10 tonight with Kudos on the right, but again, they have to be rested at some time. We spoke at the beginning of the season when we said that we were short of a striker and a left winger, and that these two were coming in, and these were the two lads that could hold up the ball for us, and tonight they're not playing. So it is what it is, Jim. We go with what we've got. Danzo in for Romero, as you know, and your front three being Johnson on the right, Richarlison in the middle, and Odegaard on the left, with Kudos, Simmons and Paulinho as part of the bench tonight, with, I take it, Scarlett, we said, was on the bench as well, amongst others.
Yeah.
Looks like the Real Madrid game's just finished. I'm pretty sure it's 4-0 to Real Madrid.
They won.
Say that again, mate.
5-0. 5-0 they won.
Oh, it was 5. I missed the last goal when I was yapping. There you go. We could do with some of that tonight. But nice. I see a few juicy challenges going in there. You wouldn't believe Real Madrid were playing a Champions League group game against a team from wherever they're from, Ukraine or wherever it is they're playing. They were steaming into a few tackles. There was no holding back. See Vinny Jr. going in on the keeper, for a 50-50, and he was not holding back at all. I think tonight, again, we spoke about commitment, Nige, haven't we? And I think tonight that's the very least that's got to turn up, knowing that we're short. And I mean, we look at it, Nige, as fans, as we don't like the quality they've got in that area. Do you think that ever gets back to the players, Nige? As because obviously there'll be fans out there that think, yeah, that's all right, we'll do all right with them three up front. There's others of us that look at it and think we've got no creativity, we're lacking in areas, but there'll be fans that are happy with us tonight. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think as a player, you're going to notice it. You're going to notice it definitely. Even especially when you're playing at home. If you're playing at home, and you must feel it when you get that groan when you lose the ball or your pass goes astray, and it doesn't happen with other players. You see it happens to Simmons. He's done it a few times. Pass has gone astray. Doesn't get the same kind of groan it does when a Tell gives it away, or where an Odeberg gives it
Yeah,
away. So
yeah,
they must know. They must know that they're probably not the fans' favourites, maybe, or they're under pressure. But for me as a player, this is when you should be like, right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what a player I am.
yeah,
But then it's all some players are like that. Some players go into their shell, don't they? It all depends what kind of individual you are, I guess. But yeah, I'm expecting a big game from Odeberg tonight. Really looking forward to seeing him actually, because
mm,
I want him to succeed. We want our Tottenham players to do well, don't
of
we? So
course.
hopefully he has a good game. But the one good thing about tonight that we didn't have for most of last season is that if it is all going wrong, if we are behind, we have got the likes of Kudus and Simmons to bring on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a bit of depth. There's a little bit of depth to the bench tonight, at least, Nigel, and it's not very often we've been able to say that over over the last couple of years. And if you could imagine as well, if there was a fit Madison, a fit Moani, a fit Kulusevski, your bench would look, not half bad really if those were available as well, Nigel. You know what I mean? So it is getting there. It is getting there. We obviously need more. We need, over the next sort of transfer window, next one coming up, and after that, I still think we need, 6 in. That's where I am with it, and that's just sort of a minimum to cover the main positions. If someone's out, and that's of quality players I'm talking about.
So you
You
think
know.
what, 6 as in January and summer?
Oh yeah,
So total.
January,
Right.
summer, and even round to next January. As long as I can see them doing something, Nige, that
Yeah.
like a bit like we did in the summer. I know it was 2 loans, two thingies, but the ones we bought, Simmons and Kudos, they're quality. They go straight into the first team, and I want to see them carry on buying players that are gonna go into the first team better than what we've got. Yeah, and then the players that lose their places, they've got to lift their game to get back in again, and that's what we want. We want competition at Spurs in all different positions.
Yeah. What I don't want to see is next summer we sign Polinia for 27 million or whatever, and then when we do the whole transfer window shut, people are like, "Yeah, we'll sign Polinia." It's like,
Yeah,
no,
I
no, we
agree.
signed
That yeah,
Polinia this year. Polinia's this year. We want new players next year. But
yeah,
yeah, yeah, I agree. We need at least, if we can get 2 in January with the injuries we got coming back. Like I say, if we get Kulu back, if we get Mawani and Solanke back, suddenly that front
yeah,
area is looking a lot better. You got to remember we have got 9 injuries at the moment, 9
yeah,
players
yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know, so we will get better. We will improve.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've got them out on the pitch. Well, they're probably back inside now, but little videos of them on the artificial pitch there, warming up. So it's again, like I say, it's going to be an interesting game today. The players look nice and calm on the pitch. They look like they're ready. So in their warm up, so it's 15 minutes, 15 minutes to kick off. Nige, is it massive if Spurs lose tonight? Because we know the consequences of, it's going to be, I'll get Frank out. Ange managed to win there last season, and that sort of thing. Can it turn Spurs season the other way into a sort of bit of a negative downward spiral, if you like, if they get beat tonight?
Um, ooh, I don't. It depends, doesn't it? I think if we get beat tonight and then lose to Leeds on Saturday, suddenly we've drawn 2 league games, lost a league game and lost in the champ. Suddenly you're thinking we're on a bit of a bad run here. We need to sort this out. I think for me, don't lose. don't lose tonight. I know it's boring. We want to be going out smashing teams, but Champions League for me, we win our home games, pick up a couple of points away, we qualify.
Yeah.
So for me, as nice as it would be to win, I think we're good enough to win. I think we should win. As long as we don't lose, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think it's you go in there with a manager this year that is a coach. We was wide open last year, even though we managed to win the game. Obviously beat them at home as well. So it'll be interesting to see what Frank's tactics are compared to how we played and beat them last year. Again, we spoke about creativity. There's not a lot of it unless a bright spark pops up that we're not expecting, and I don't mean to keep on going down this route with the creativity thing, but I'm just looking at that team and I'm thinking, this could now be made, because of the lack of creativity, a lot more difficult than what it would have been maybe if there was a Simmons or a Kudos in there to hold the ball up. Because as good as Bentancur is, Nigel, I don't think he is a patrolling six like Paulinia is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Paulinia a patrol across, and I know he gets forward a little bit and struggles to get back sometimes, but I feel like Bentancur doesn't always hold that sixth position, and then the back four are a little bit exposed, So I don't know what you think about that, mate, because it looks like it'll be. Would you have Bergvall in the 10 or Sarr in the 10 and Bergvall in the 8? Or do you think it'll just be 2 8s as such with a?
I think it'll be just 2 8s. Yeah, I don't see him playing as a 10. Particularly, I think it's going to be one of those where Sarr and Bergvall are the legs getting all across the midfield, up, down, left, right, and Bentancur will be the one just sat there in front of the defence, hopefully marshalling things. You're right. I love Bentancur. I think he's a really good player on his day, but he's not a number 6, and he does switch off from time to time. So he's going to have to be on it. He's the experience in the midfield. So for me, I'm expecting, our senior players to really stand up tonight, because, we have got a few younger players in the side and they're going to need some guidance.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Nigel. I absolutely agree. I'm just waiting for this. I think we're going to be very close to kick-off time soon. They're just showing a few highlights from the game last year, the goals that we scored and how we got through to beat them and win the Europa last year. So yeah, very interesting. It's very interesting, and I would like to come to the point of Nigel. Do you remember last year when your Frankfurts and your Bodos and others that have qualified for the Champions League this year, and everyone was saying, it was an easy run, Bodo, Frankfurt, so on, and United in the final. But a lot of these teams that were in the Europa last year have actually qualified for the Champions League this year. Does that sort of put a bit more respect on the winning of the Europa League last year for you?
Yeah, I think so. The trouble is, I think, as a Spurs fan, whatever we win, there's always going to be somebody who's going to make an excuse for it being crap, isn't there?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we do. If we won an FA Cup, there would be complaints that, we had an easy run, or, League Cups or whatever. But, you can only beat what's in front of you. And like you say, Frankfurt now in the Champions League, Bodo in the Champions League. We got to play both of them again this year, which is weird again in itself.
Yeah.
So it does feel a little bit like a Europa League draw, doesn't it, this year, even though we're in the Champions League?
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see what Bodo do tonight, because this is a big step up for them. Europa League, I think, is probably more their level. But be interesting to see what they do in the Champions League. I know they drew their first game, didn't they, away at Slavia
Yeah,
Prague, was it 2-2?
yeah,
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I don't, I'm not going to confess to watching them a lot. I don't know too much about them.
no.
Obviously, we played them twice last year, but I know they're well into their season this year, so they should be very fit. But so should Spurs, to be fair. We're 10 games in now with league and cup games, so we should be pretty fit as well. No excuses for me tonight. Go out there and do the business, no matter what side we got out, really.
I agree with you, Nigel. We should be too strong in all aspects. To be fair, it just worries me how we're going to get out, mate. And we'll find out in 10 minutes time when the game kicks off, and they're just having a chat, Glenodal, in the TNT studio, and yeah, again, people, I might be a little bit behind. We're going to try and time this up so that Nigel and myself are watching this at the same time. So when I'm commentating and Nigel's jumping in with his analysis, then he'll know what I'm actually talking about, if you know what I mean, because we'll be on the same page. So yeah, I can't have the volume up, obviously, for what's the reasons, Nigel? What do they call it? Copyright, and it or something like that.
Yeah,
So
apparently.
I've got the telly on, but I've got the volume down. Like I say, they're just chatting in the studio for a minute, 7 or 8 minutes to kick off, and Nigel and I will align when the game kicks off. So apologies if I'm 30 seconds behind or anything like that before we start. Lee Payne saying, I don't know what Bergvall or Sarr's best position is. And to answer that a little bit, Andrew said that Bergvall has said he sees himself more as a 10, more than an 8. So that's interesting. That is interesting.
What do you think of that, mate? I don't see it.
I see that he's got, with the work rate he's got, and he does get around the pitch, whether it's in the right positions or not is a different story. Do you know what I mean? But Bergvall's one of them kids. When I first started watching him, Nigel, I thought, oh, you got a lot to learn, but you've got something about you. Yeah. And then I carried on watching him, and my conclusion to Bergvall so far has been, and it still is, it hasn't really changed. I think he's got a little bit better. I just feel that sometimes he wants too much time on the ball. So, when a ball's coming into him, he'll have a touch, and then sometimes he'll have another touch, and just that split second of having that other touch, the defender or the midfielder's getting in to challenge him, and I just think sometimes, one touch and away you go, because he should have enough awareness about him now. He's already had a look over his shoulder, and he knows where it's going, or it's going 5 yards back from where it came from, or whatever, but I see something about him. I don't think we've seen the what I would call the flair side of him yet, because I think he's got that sort of thing in him when he gets a bit more confidence, But I like Bergvall. I just think he's still got a long way to go. But when I watch him, he tells me I've got it in me. Do you know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it.
There's something about him, isn't there? Something about him when he's, you can tell he's got that in his locker somewhere. He's not bringing it out yet. But I think you're right. I'm not sure I see him as a 10 personally. I do think he just holds on to the ball too long. Just like you say, that split second, you can see the pass and you're thinking, go on. And then they take one extra touch and then it'd be gone. And you'll just be like, but every now and again he will do it and you'll be like, yes, good ball. Or,
exactly.
He's just got a little bit to learn. But I like Bergvall. I do think he's a good player, but we can't be putting all our hopes on him.
No, I agree with that, mate, to be fair. I agree with that. There you go. Little stat for you. Richarlison, 99 appearances, 23 goals and 10 assists. So basically, 1 in every 3 games, he will score or assist you a goal. I don't think I don't think that's good enough, Nige. Do you?
No, nowhere near good enough. I think I did a video a little while ago, and I think I think actually in his Premier League history, if you look at all his games, he scores under 10 goals a season.
Yeah.
You know, for a striker, it's just not good enough, is it?
No, 1 in 3. That's not enough for me, Nige. To be fair, it's
No.
you know, I mean, when you're talking about 1 in 2, you're sort of, you know, it's good. Do you know what I mean? But when you see like Brennan Johnson last year, how many games did he play? And he got 25 or 26 goals and assists, 9 assists. I think he got something like that, and 15 or whatever, however many goals he scored. So you're getting a return like that for Brennan Johnson, but you're only getting, which is probably more like 1 in 2, something like that, I would say.
Yeah. Probably played 50 games, didn't he, last season?
Yeah, he must have played 50 games. You would have thought so. And with Richarlison, you're getting 1 in 3. I know 2 different positions. One's coming in off the right, one's a striker, but I sort of want to see a bit more than that from me striker, Nige. Do you know what I mean?
He's not good enough. We know that. But let's hope he bangs a hat trick tonight. Can't see it, but listen, I think, I'd take that, Scott, all day long. That'd do me. 4-0 with 4 own goals. Happy days.
Why not? Ads.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. YouTube
Are they
ads
getting
getting more
adverts?
intrusive. Well, you shouldn't be. I think you got to have 1,000 subs to have adverts, mate. I think.
I don't know what that is. I hope we're
Yeah.
not getting ads at the moment, Norm. Yeah, there you go. Jimmy writes it up there for us.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not good enough, is it?
Players
That's
are just
exactly
coming
what
out
runs
onto
through.
the pitch now.
It's like Van der Ven's captain.
Yeah, Van der Ven's captain.
I'm quite surprised by that, actually. Thought it might have been Bentancur, but
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Keep putting your comments in the chat, people, by all means. Obviously, I'll be commentating, but big up, Scott. And 4-0 with 4 own goals. Yeah, keep putting your comments in the chat. Obviously, I will every so often, and Nigel will be jumping in whenever he feels fit or free to jump in. By all means, Nigel, you know how it works. Please do so.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All the Spurs players' hands behind their backs while the national anthems are being played, so on and so forth.
Yeah. What I will say is the chat that are watching, because we're probably going to be about a minute behind.
Yeah.
If there is a goal, don't put it in the chat, because then obviously we'll see it and we'll know it's been a goal.
We would appreciate that. We would appreciate that.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's very interesting. Their players are just shaking hands now.
Yeah. So they got their star midfielder playing.
Yeah, and the fella up front and they've got in as well. He's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Here we go. Bodo are playing a 4-3-3. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of them names, to be fair. Berg's playing in midfield. You remember we speaking about him last season, Berg? And they've got, is it Hoff or Ho up front? Playing a 4-3-3. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Let's see what they put Spurs up as. Probably a 4-3-3 as well, I would imagine.
4-3-3. Yeah.
Yeah. So just doing the coin toss now. I'll give you a shout, Nige, when they're ready to kick off. Again, people, sorry if I'm slightly behind. Big up Audio and Dominico. I've got a little can of Red Bull here. I've got a little can of Red Bull. So when I get excited and my throat starts going, I'll be there, Dominico. So they've got us set up as a 4-3-3 as well, with Spence at left back, Van der Ven, Danzo and Pedro Porro at right back. They've got Sarr on the left of midfield, Benton Core in the centre, Bergvall to the right, with Odibert on the left, Richarlison and Brennan Johnson on the right. Kinski, Oskin, João Polina, Simmons, Zadogi, Gray, Kudos, Ben Davis, Scarlett, Aloisi and Hardy as the substitutes.
Yeah.
So they're pretty close to getting ready to go. Looks like Spurs are in their huddle. Yep, Spurs are in their huddle. I would imagine about 30 seconds and we'll be off.
Let me know when you're 20 seconds in, mate, because for some reason my Sky's been glitchy and started glitching until it got to 20 seconds, so I haven't been able to pause it.
So you want me
I've
to tell
paused
you
it.
when we're on 20 seconds in, yeah?
Yeah,
Right,
I paused it
okay.
on 20 seconds.
Right. Right, so they've just kicked off. Here we go. Bodo knocking it about at the back, across the back. They've just gone long from the left back. And now, Nige.
Okay.
Yeah, he should have the Bodo number 7. Free kick to Spurs.
Yeah, Richarlison on his ass already.
Richarlison on his back already. Free kick to Spurs, about 30 yards out, pretty central. If I'm not talking, nothing much is happening, people. Yeah, maybe a little bit further, 35 yards out. Porro over the ball, looking to float one in by the look of it. He's gone to the right. Porro's got it back. Now he's curled one into the back post. No one there. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Goal kick to Bodo. They're looking to get on with it quickly. Thomas Frank on the sideline, barking instructions. And the Bodo keeper's gone long.
The referee's gone down, and it's staying down.
Like a kipper here. Looks like the Bodo fella has took the ref out. It didn't take long for the Bodo centre forward to mistake the ball for the ref's head. Unfortunately, fortunately, the ref is now up. There seems to be a bit of confusion here.
Bergvall, nice little shoulder.
Bergvall, there's a little push there from Danzo and Hoff, the centre forward, and Bergvall seem to have squashed the ref up there and had a bit of rolling around on the floor. But the game's on again now, and Bodo left back progresses the ball just 20 yards. He's gone long. It's gone to Destiny Doggy, who plays a short ball to Sarr. They've given the ball away, but won it back again. Sarr now across to Kevin Danzo, who's got a little bit of time. He goes left across to Mickey van der Ven, who goes left again to a Doggy, who's pushing on down the wing now, coming up to halfway. He's played a little 1-2, but they've lost the ball. Ball given up again. Bodo have gone down the right wing. Mickey van der Ven there covering a Doggy. He's made Bodo turn round. Bodo coming forward again from the right-hand side. Tried to switch play to the left towards Pedro Porro, who's just cushioned the header back to Vicario. Very nice indeed. Nige, what are your thoughts so far, mate?
Quite an even start. Spurs haven't started too badly, I don't think. Yeah, quite an even start.
Nice one, mate. Brilliant. And Bergvall gets tackled in his own half, about 15 yards in, and it's a throw into Spurs on their right-hand side. Spurs playing from left to right here. Mickey van der Ven out to a Doggy. Passing seems to be a little bit quicker across the back tonight. Don't seem to be holding on to it and lackadaisical. Vicario's got the ball, chips it out to Pedro Porro on the right. He tries to lay it off first time, but it's not happening, and he's being attacked down the left wing now. Bodo, 25 yards out. He's had a pop, and Vicario's pushed that one over the bar. Again, not so sure maybe why he wasn't catching that, but he's pushed it over the bar. It was coming at him quite quickly. Burst down the left from the winger. Little touch inside, and from about 25 to 30 yards out centrally, Vicario's pushed it over the bar, leaping like a salmon out of a lake.
Yeah, that was poor from Porro.
Corner kick now to Bodo. Ref's got his beady out. Ball comes in, sort of near post. Spurs should be getting that away. Oh, that's got. Is he going to give a foul for that or not? No, he's not. Weak there from Tottenham, very weak. Bodo player getting stuck in, dropping his shoulder there on Odibert, and he went down like a sack. But he's up again. He's back over his own side. Bodo confident on the ball. Playing it across the back now. Richarlison and Odibert pressing to a degree, but not at any great hurry. But they've pushed Bodo back to the goalkeeper. Clearance from the goalkeeper.
Spence.
And it's Spence there on the left. Sarr, I believe. Is it Sarr on the ball now? Yeah, he's going around in circles. And he gets the throw. Throw into Tottenham. About 10 yards from the byline. About level with the 18-yard box line on the left-hand side. Thomas Frank making notes furiously. Looks like this could be a Bergvall bomb coming in. The long throw. Danzo's in front of the keeper. Here comes the spear from Bergvall. Nice long throw in. Cleared by the Bodo defender. Good header there, really. Jed Spence knocks one up about 30 yards in the air. We haven't jumped for it. We've won the second ball, but they've given offside. And that will be a free kick to Bodo, about 10 yards outside their own box. 3 of them offside there. 3 Spurs players offside. Didn't get out quick enough.
Lazy, that was.
Yeah. Bodo got the ball. Yeah, you're right, Nige. Very lazy. Bodo keeper's not afraid to knock one up the pitch. Porro wins it, but it's gone straight to the Bodo player on a clearance now. It's out on the left wing. Little 10-yard pass. Bodo player's made a run. It's edge of the box now, back out to the left winger. Is he going to put the cross in? No. Little back heel. They're still out there wide. Porro and Johnson doing a job out there, stopping the ball coming in. It's back out to the left again. Johnson needs to close him right down, get on him and shut him down. Over to the right-hand side now, a bit more space out there. They're coming back inside again, Bodo. Richie standing there, waiting for the ball to come across him. He's back out to the left again for Bodo. We keep forcing them back across the pitch. It's back with the centre halves again now. Spurs gradually pressing their way up the pitch. Back with a centre half, and they've pushed them all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Bodo still continue to play out now. Out to the right winger. Nice control there, but Bergvall stepped in. He's put the afterburners on down the left-hand side. He's got more across.
Oh,
Richie!
my God!
Richie! What are you doing, Richie?
He is shit. I'm sorry.
I can't
That
believe
is
what's going on there. An absolutely superb ball from Bergvall across the face of the 6-yard box. And Richarlison, Brazil's best striker, just passed it back to the keeper. He obviously thought it was Vicario in goal. What are we doing here? Come on, Spurs. Best chance of the game. Nigel's frustrated straight away. I've just glanced at the screen. I can see that he knows Richarlison should have buried that. Bodo now coming back at us down on this left-hand side again. They seem to be targeting Porro a little bit. Inside, 10-yard ball. The number 8's twisting and turning. They're still trying to get something going just outside the box here. Bodo are quite happy just to knock it about and see if they can find a way through it. They're finding plenty of space, to be fair. We don't seem to be closing them down properly in the right areas. We've got men behind the ball, but they're being bypassed there. It's come out to the left winger again, just past the 18-yard box line. Van der Ven flicks an header out towards the left-hand side. Udogie clears off the Bodo player and out for a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Nigel, your thoughts at the moment? 10 minutes gone.
Mixed. That for me, that cross then should have been when Vicario just comes out and claims it. What Van der Ven's heading it on the 6-yard box for, I don't know. Porro's getting skinned alive every time. He's just been poor. And great ball by Bergvall with the outside of his boot, and how Richarlison didn't find the net, I never know. Shocking.
I think that's a fair assumption there, mate. So it's out for a throw to Bodo just inside the Spurs half. Great piece of play that from Bergvall earlier. And that's what I want to see from Udogie as well. He lifted his head up, saw the ball. It was a difficult ball, but he executed it superbly. The defender got a touch on it, and Richarlison looked like a dangly baby on string that he didn't know what he was going to do from 6 yards out. Spurs throwing over on the left-hand side. Jed Spence to Mickey Van der Ven, who goes all the way back to Kevin Danzo, who goes all the way back to Vicario, who's going to launch it, but no, he's not. He's gone to Danzo again, who goes to Porro here on the right-hand side, who goes long down the line. Having a look for Bergvall, didn't reach him. Defender heads it down, but it goes to Johnson, and Porro exchange a 1-2. Back to Danzo. And now Bentancur, just on the right-hand side here, just over into the Bodo half. Turns again, back to Danzo, across to Van der Ven, and across to Udogie. Goes into Odibert. Odibert just going backwards and backwards and backwards, nowhere to go. And back to Van der Ven and Vicario, who plays out to Danzo, just outside the penalty area. Danzo to Bergvall, who's dropped back into right back almost. Porro. Back to Danzo again. They're not letting us out. Vic across to Van der Ven, who's going to go to Udogie. Now perhaps we can get out a little bit. To Spence, sorry, not Udogie. Van der Ven lobs one up into Bergvall, who gets a head on it to push the ball forward. They've tried to press there, but Bodo have beat the press. They've gone through the midfield. And it looks like it's an offside, maybe. Looks like an offside. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Spurs aren't playing too bad. They're not playing too bad.
It's gone long from Vic. Headed away by the Bodo left back. Bergvall misplaces his header. Straight to the Bodo. He's got so much space to run into, the Bodo 10. He's gone out to the left wing. He's looking for a bit of movement now, and he's gone back to one of his centre halves. So he's played it across to the other centre half and over to the right back for Bodo. They're quite content to give players a breather and just knock it across the back, or even step into midfield. They've just bypassed 4 of our players. It's out to the left again. Porro needs to get out here. Johnson, get closer. Get closer. Get closer. It's the left winger. He's cut inside. He's tried to bend one, but there's a deflection. It's come out to the edge of the area. They're fighting for the ball. There's a massive scrum down going on here. It's still in play in the centre of the pitch. Chances for Bodo, but cleared by Van der Ven. Spurs under a little bit of pressure here. Bodo trying to walk it through us. Ball's back in play. Bodo again knocking it across the back. We need to stop these straight balls going bypassing 2 and 3, 4 players at a time here.
Yeah.
Very patient, Bodo. They're not scared to go back. If they get it out to the left or right, if there's nowhere else to go, they will go back with it. But finding so many passes when they're coming forward. Jed Spence there runs that one out of play. And it's a goal kick to Spurs. Bodo finding plenty of space when they're bringing the ball out from the back, coming through midfield, and just one pass, he's taking our midfield out at the moment. They're not threatening at all as such, Nige, are they? They're not threatening, but you know, they're looking dangerous with that pass before where it needs to get to, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get that. They're having a lot of possession, not really doing too much with it, but Spurs have got to be better. It feels like we're not pressing as a team.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I agree there. Took the short goal kick, Spurs. Danzo to the right here, out to Porro. He's gone down the line with it to Johnson, and it's come off the Bodo player for a Spurs throw-in just short of the halfway line. 62% Bodo, 38% Spurs possession at the moment. Porro's looking for someone to throw the ball to here. He's had to go down the line. And Bodo have recovered the ball. Knocked it into centre midfield there, into plenty of space for the player to progress the ball forward 10 yards. They have gone back again. We seem to be pressing in single player mode here, and it's not working. Yeah. They sprayed the ball out to the left again here. Defender, the Porro fronts him up. Yeah, they've gone back into midfield. The defenders are well into the Spurs half here. It's out to the right-hand side. Played into the 10. They're looking for the short, intricate pass. It's on the right now. I can feel the ball coming in. It's a back flick. And it's cleared. Dangerous that time from Bodo. The cross came in. Little back flick there to the boys. A quick corner as well. Looks like this. It could come in again. He's had a shot, but it's been blocked. What's Richie going to do here? Absolutely nothing. Bodo recover the ball again. Richie's up there running round like an headless chicken. Bodo have just walked between him and Odibert, progressed the ball forward. And they've just gone back to the keeper, and they're just, it's what they're doing every time. They're comfortable in possession. They don't seem to be worried about Spurs pressing them. They're keeping the ball comfortably. Quite prepared to use the goalkeeper as a sweeper. And they're just knocking the ball around really quickly. They're not very dangerous as such. You know, a lot of it's in their own half, but they're just knocking it around with a bit of purpose. Spurs have got the throw in there. 25 yards out on the right-hand side. Good tackle there. It's gone back to Kevin Danzo. He goes across to Mickey van der Ven, who comes back to Danzo again. There's no real pressing here from Bodo. And we've gone all the way back to the keeper from, was that Porro? Yeah.
Yeah, from the halfway line, go back to the keeper just to give it away.
Vicario's passing out, poor as usual, straight to a Bodo player there. He had all the time in the world. He picks out the Bodo centre half who had no one round him for 10 yards. Bodo keeper goes long. Ball's bounced. Mickey van der Ven. He's got away with the offside there.
Yeah, second best at the moment.
Yeah, little flick on. Chested by Hoff, the centre forward, but Porro was close enough. and Van der Ven got the ball away there. Sorry, Nige. What you say, mate?
I'm going to say second best at the moment to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't really started yet, Tottenham, have they?
Not at all. Not at all, Nige. Danzo here, twisting and turning. They've done well there. That's all. What a bit of movement does for you. And Danzo just gives the ball away again very easily. He's out of position now. The 10's got his cutting inside. The 10, they've got space here. Are they going to have a go? No. He's turned and had a go. Blocked from the Spurs defence. Bodo recover the ball again. Being very patient here, Bodo. The two centre-halves. You know, all 11 Bodo players are in the Spurs half here. Well in the Spurs half. Bodo being patient. Spurs not shutting them right down, but shutting them down enough to push them back and push them back across the pitch again. They're knocking it from side to side, Bodo. It's almost like they've got a spare man all the time. It's weird. They're so happy in possession, Bodo.
Yeah.
We've tried to press them there, but they've got away with it again, Bodo. We got 3 round the midfielder, but they've retained possession. You know, Spurs are doing a fair job of containing Bodo without sort of having to get too close to them. Sarr and Bergvall doing a lot of work, getting around that midfield area. But it's little turn there.
What we're expecting. Don't know what we're expecting.
We did speak about this before the game, Nige, didn't we? We've got nothing coming out. You know, we can't play 90 minutes like this, even against teams like Bodo. You know, I know you have to be patient because we will get a couple of chances, I've no doubt. And they're not sort of, Bodo are not, they've had sort of 1/2 chance, but just bothers me they can knock it around us in our half like that, Nige, you know?
It's the thing that when we get the ball, we got nowhere to go because we got such poor quality upfield.
Is Bentancur for Spurs into the Bodo half, but they just go back again, back to Danzo. And Bentancur's fell over. He's done a Richie. He's fell over, and Danzo's put it out for a throw into. Oh dear, what are we doing here? It's poor again, Nige, isn't it? To be fair, so far.
Yeah, really poor.
I mean, I don't really know what we should have expected, really, but
no,
it is what it is. I think I fell further behind on the stream because it just jammed up on me. So, yeah, that's where we was just now. My word, what are we doing? Yeah.
I'm on 22.19. So when you're on 22.19, let me know.
Yeah, I'm on 22.10 right now. It's gone out for a goal kick, I think. And they're back in play with it again, Spurs. It's coming up 22.20 now.
Right.
Thanks, mate. So Spurs trying to play the ball out, and it's gone straight out for a throw into Bodo.
Fucking hell.
Who are playing out from the back again. They've gone over to their right-hand side this time. Odibert jogging over. It's almost at a snail's pace, and then when Bodo get it in our half, they try and speed it up a little bit. They're not scared. There you go, see? Sar's just been turned there. He's turned him on a sixpence. It was a nice straight ball in. They're back to playing it across now, going from left to right now, across the pitch. You know, all Bodo's players are in the final 40 yards of the pitch.
Yeah.
Very patient, quite happy, and the defender's having a right go here. He's gone past 3 of us centrally. But a good block there from Van der Ven. They're still knocking it about in triangles here with plenty of aplomb, Bodo. Spurs are just chasing. Here's a cross from the right in. It's bouncing about. The 10's tried to have a bender, but it's not having it. And Sarr has cleared the ball up past the halfway line, but Bodo collect again. And here they come again, Bodo. Spurs can't get hold of the ball. It's like we're playing Real Madrid or something. I just don't know what's going on here. It's almost like they've settled not to have the ball and they're going to chase them around for 90 minutes. We're just not having the ball at all here. And Bodo are quite happy to get the ball in advanced positions. And if there's nowhere to go, they will knock it back 20 yards and start again. They're keeping us on the move. There's no doubt about that. Spurs, for me, the game was very equal. First 10 minutes, there weren't really a lot going on. I think they were just fathoming each other out. But Bodo have had a lot more of the ball for the last 12, 13 minutes for me. Not done a lot with it, but they've kept hold of the ball very well indeed. Short 5-yard passes. If they're knocking 10 to 15-yard passes, they're still getting to where they need to get to. But nothing really dangerous as yet. They're still knocking the ball about in triangles over there on the right-hand side. We're not pressing them as in closing them right down. We're standing off them 2 or 3 yards. Ball comes in there and little header back from Johnson, back to Vicario there. 25 minutes gone, Nige. What you making of it so far, mate?
Oh, we're just really poor. Like I said earlier, we've got nothing up front. So every time we get the ball in those, defensive areas, we go forward a little bit and end up coming back. So we've got nowhere to go. This is, until we get the subs on, this is going to be what it's like, I think.
Long clearance there from Van der Ven. That's been nodded down. Bodo on the attack here. They've got an overlapper. He's coming inside. He's gone to the 10, 20 yards out. And Bodo again, the right pass wasn't on. They're quite happy to go back to the central defenders and start the move again. It's out on the right now. Little slide rule pass that Spence manages to get a toe to. Back to Sarr, whose clearance, 25 yards up the pitch, goes straight to a Bodo player. They're finding space here, Bodo. That's deflected off of Bentancur for a corner by the look of it. Bodo are trying these intricate passes, trying to bypass Spurs players, holding onto the ball very well indeed. Short corner here from Bodo. Cross comes in now towards the back, gets his head to it, and Vicario's had to get his gloves on that one. He didn't drop that one. That looked like it was in the bar from Bjortoft. We've gone early here again. Vicario has given the ball to Odibert, who's come inside, beaten 2 men. Give it to Bergvall, who goes wide to Johnson. He's gone inside to Pedro Porro. Here's Johnson again. Back to Pedro Porro. Bentancur across to VDV. Over to Spence. Gone to Odibert short. Odibert now has got nowhere to go. Twisting and turning. Gives himself 5 yards with a little turn on the back foot there. He's out to Spence. Back to Odibert again. Goes to Bentancur, who nearly loses the ball there, but gets a free kick. Midfielders coming from the other side of him there. Surprised him a little bit. Back to Vicario here. And Danzo now. Back to Vicario again. Out to Mickey Van der Ven on the left, who goes again to Jed Spence. Back to VDV. He comes inside to Danzo. Nice ball that. A switcher play. Danzo out to Porro. They've opened the game up. Porro marauding forward. Puts one in. And the defender gets his nut on it, just gets a little deflection. Odibert now on the right-hand side goes back to Spence, to Bentancur, who comes back across to Danzo, who's going to come across to Porro again. Bergvall makes a little run to his right. He comes back inside. Danzo switching play again back across to Van der Ven, who goes to Spence. who goes out to Odibert. Have a go at him. Have a go at him. Go on, have a go at him. Comes back inside, progresses the ball 10 yards. Spence with the ball in. Poor ball along the floor. The ball's been cleared, but only back up to the halfway line again, where Bentancur gets the ball back under control and back to Van der Ven. Spurs will build again. Jed Spence here.
That's better.
That's better. There you go. Well played on
Well
him. He's had to go down the line. He's got away from a couple of players, tried to get the cross in and cut out, and he's got a corner for it. And that's what you get when you get down the line. There you go.
Yeah, we've woken up finally.
Yeah, sorry for the chat for not looking too much. I'm so engrossed in the game, but yeah, keep putting your comments in, people, because we'll get to them. Sheriff's in town in the chat as well. Few comments there. Andrew Gregory, shocking.
Yeah.
Lee Payne Johnson is having another man of the match. Corner to Spurs here. 29 minutes gone. Ball comes over. Oh, we should think. Oh, is it Johnson?
Oh.
Thought he was playing at Twickenham there for the 3 points. That's how over the bar it was, Sheriff. I hope you're listening. Nothing from Johnson that time, apart from a swipe, a big boot on it, and a conversion. Sometimes I think our players are playing the wrong sport, Nigel. Where are you with this?
Definitely tonight. But last 5 minutes, we just seem to have woken up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit better
This is
last
good.
5 minutes, definitely. Yeah.
Finally, we're going forward.
Yeah, agree with you, Nigel. Definitely. We sort of up the tempo a little bit. Not a lot, mind you, but it is what it is. Kevin Danzo trying to get players to come towards him, make a run, anything. There's a lot of statutory bodies out there. Here's Jed Spence opening his legs. He's having it large, Jed. He's gone 40 yards, Jed Spence. He's just outside the box now. Lays it off to Odibert, who goes back to Sarr. Bentancur, just outside the box. Back to Odibert again. Touches it to Spence. And they've gone back to Mickey van der Ven. Looks like the switch, but it's too slow. They have got it out there. It's Porro now on the right. He's going to try and bang one across. Keeper's got there. Bergvall contested for the ball. No foul on the keeper. The keeper did drop the ball, but recovered. Tasty ball in from Porro there. And nice to see Bergvall having a go in at the near post there with the keeper. Just competing. Yeah. That's what we need.
That's wrong with that.
Bodo going long down the right here, trying to get the centre forward away. Danzo with a little touch there. Bentancur turning back to Danzo. Don't get muddled with your feet, Kev. Back to Vicario, who looks like he's going to go long, which he does. He's gone to Johnson long, but he's never going to win that type of ball. And the defenders run past Johnson to pick the return up here, standing still again. Johnson's got back now. The cross comes in. Vicario with a spectacular tip away there.
Oh,
it looks like
free kick.
Is it a free kick or is it offside? I'm not sure.
It's a free kick, I think.
Oh, wow. That's
or does he give a penalty?
He ain't going to give a penalty, is he? He's inside the area there, you know. What's he doing then? What are we doing there?
What's he give? He ain't give a pen, is he? He's give a penalty,
I think he's going to, Nige. I think he's going to, mate, for diving in, studs up. I think we're in trouble here.
It's not a penalty, though. He's just gone in to block the ball.
But they're going to say it was dangerous tackle, Nige, aren't they? You know what they're like nowadays? Look there. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because he's caught the geezer, you see, so they may well give a pen here. Don't be surprised, mate. I'll let you chat while I roll us now. What's your 33 minutes in? 33 minutes in, Nige. What are we doing here? What are we doing wrong?
Right, it's given a penalty. We just haven't got the quality up front. So, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? but it looks like he's given a penalty. I don't think there was a lot wrong. Personally, I don't think there's a lot wrong. I don't think, as a defender, you've got to try and block the ball. You've got to try and put someone on it. You can't just let them cross the ball. I
Well,
think that was
people,
harsh.
it's a penalty to Bodo here. Vicario, big smile on his face. Ref telling him, no doubt, get on your line, don't move. Will Vic get a statue? It's the number 9, Hoff, against Vicario here. 2-step run up. Can Vic be the penalty king? The ref making sure all legs are outside the box here. Vic smiling at Hoff. Can he keep it out? Ref blows his whistle. Hoff for Bodo. And he misses. It's right over the bar. He's absolutely skied it. Nowhere near. What was he even doing there? He thought he was at Twickenham. It's gone way over the bar. That is a disaster penalty kick from Hoff. And it's still awful. Bodo Glimt 0, Tottenham 0. Lucky Tottenham.
Didn't Bodo miss a penalty last season?
Say that again, Nige.
Didn't Bodo miss a penalty last season, or was it someone else? Can't remember now.
Remember, mate. Might. Listen, that's got to be a wake-up call for us, surely.
Yeah, we've been shocking. Shocking.
Jed Spence back to Vicario there. Still 0-0. Spurs have got away with one there. We've offered absolutely nothing up the other end of the pitch. 7 attempts, 2 on target from Bodo, and the Richie shot. Bodo are breaking here. Van der Ven back to Vicario, and Vicario gets a bit too much underneath it. It doesn't really go anywhere, and Bodo pick it up again about 30 yards out to the left. Again, quite happy to go backwards. Loads of space for the centre half here. No one's closing down. All they've done is played a triangle round 2 players there with a bit of movement. Spencer's done well there. Van der Ven back to Vicario, who knocks it out to Sarr and to Spence, I do believe. That's another poor ball there. Odibert's got to get in front of the defender there and show for it. We're not getting there at all for these tackles. Bergvall penalised again, going in too tight there and sticking his shoulder in. And it's a foul on Hoff. Replaying the penalty again. He's absolutely spooned it about 6 yards over the bar. I don't know where Vicario was going. He dived to the left. It's a free kick to Bodo here. About 40 yards out to the right-hand side. He's going to swing it into the box, I do believe. 37 minutes gone here. And he's gone short with it. Plays it back to the free kick taker, who's going to try and get the ball across, which he does. Set up for the volley on the outside of the box. Blocked. I want to say Danzo blocked it. And again, Kevin Danzo comes out with the ball, gets tackled. Oh, that's poor again from Spurs. Bodo trying to break on us. We're out of position a little bit here. He's given him 20 yards and he's hit it. And oh my word, we are not closing down there. We could well have been 1 down. They've given the 10 geezer all the time in the world. Kevin Danzo got caught with it, bringing it out. The 10 has brought the ball forward in a very dangerous position. We've elected to stand there like a bunch of lemons while he hits it from 25 yards and it goes just wide of Vic's post. We've got to sort ourselves out here because this is not good again. We're giving the ball away like a Div 2 team here. We cannot keep the ball. and Bodo can.
I honestly don't think it matters who's in charge. I just don't think the players are good enough.
I don't think you're far wrong, mate, to be fair. Unfortunately, tonight, there's just no quality in the team. You know, and it's just like balls like that from Porro. It's just like, I can see his intent, but he's so off of it. You know, it's nowhere near. And look at the space these blokes have got. Bodo.
Exactly. There's just no excuses for it tonight.
The left
Champions
wing's got
League.
it. Go on, Nige.
I was going to say Champions League. You expect them to turn up, and they're not again.
Free kick to Spurs on the edge of our box here. I can't believe how much room, Nige, Bodo are getting when they're bringing the full ball forward from their own half and they're knocking in little 10-yard passes, you know, to a player with his back to goal, and we're not even up their backside, mate. We're 5 yards away, and they're being able to turn and have a look and see what's going on.
Two or three players have just...
And Odibert's got his legs open here, but the defender's done well. And they just play it out again. They just make it look so easy to get away from us. And we're in trouble here. The ball comes out to the left. The 10's on it. Can Danzo get back? Yeah, he's forced him inside again. Oh, and the little chip over from the 10 to the right-hand side was too much for the Bodo player to deal with. And it's gone out. But they looked extremely dangerous there on the break, Nige, down Spurs' right-hand side there.
I think we're just lucky they haven't got the quality as well. You know, well, a better team would have finished us off by now. Porro there, jumping out of defence. God knows what he was doing. I don't know what they're up to tonight. That's a good turn.
Here's Odiber. He's turned away. Here he comes.
Richarlison.
Was that a free kick, or did that just go through Richarlison's legs? Was he offside or something?
I think he was offside. He run too early, didn't he?
Bodo again, just knocking it about. 41 minutes gone. They must be pleased with how this first half's gone, because I dread to think what the stats are. I would imagine something like 75-25 maybe. I'm hazarding a guess, as in possession. Because especially these last 5 minutes, you know, they're just playing it round us. Look at the space, Nige. Look at the space. Look, and they're through on goal here, Bodo. No, but again, Van der Ven has got back. Just that little bit of pace made the difference there. Van der Ven back to Vicario. It just seems like when we're playing out, they've got a million players about. When they're playing out, we can't get near them.
Yeah.
Short free kick there from Bodo. Out on the right-hand side, just inside their own half here. Probing, looking for space, looking for that movement from a player. Goes down the right line here. From the right-hand side. Oh, he's put the ball in his open goal and he's missed. He's missed from just out the 6-yard box. The Bodo player, they've worked the ball down the right-hand side. And Fett has absolutely smashed this one like a lump of feta cheese over the bar. He hasn't caught it properly. He's leant back and it's done exactly the same as the penalty taker. 6 yards over the bar. Lucky Spurs, Nige.
This game should be over. This game should be over. We're being outclassed by Norwegian minnows. So, Richarlison, apparently, is he even on the pitch? Go on then.
Got a toe on it there, Richarlison, but the goalkeeper's got it out. We've blocked it up here. Bergvall with a little touch to Sarr, who has a go from 25 yards and it dribbles wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post. Bodo keen to get on with it here.
If we get in at 0-0, that'd be a good result.
Bodo have had 2 quality chances, as in 10 out of 10 chances, one from the penalty spot, and Fett there from about 7 yards out, middle of the goal, and he's absolutely smashed it over the bar. Bodo still looking to play football here, to give them their due. They're just knocking it round in little triangles. If they can't go anywhere, to keep possession, they just go backwards to keep the ball. Spurs have been doing all the running here. Bodo have been doing everything with the ball. Well up from Kevin Danzo there, but straight back again. We just can't hold on to the ball here. It's a 10 again from Bodo. He's having lots of space again, but well done that time from Odibert. Gets a toe in. It's Brennan Johnson now. Knocks one down the line to that invisible player that's making that run, but never mind. Bodo again. Pick the ball up, switch it from left to right, just come past the halfway line. Jed Spence, yards and yards away from the fella, and then goes steaming in. They've switched the ball out to the left now. Brennan Johnson's got a bit of defending to do here. Comes inside, edge of the box, he beats one, and it's blocked again. Bodo looking dangerous in the penalty area here. And it's a handball, and Spurs get away with it. Again, Bodo, as they're coming forward now, nearly every time they're looking dangerous. Movement off the ball, little bits of trickery, and it's not quite falling for them. But they are looking dangerous in the box here.
They are.
Spurs have been poor again tonight, people. If you watch the Wolves game on Sunday, imagine that, and possibly, I've got to say it, even worse. It's been so poor. We can't even knock a ball 40 yards to one of our own players from a goal kick. It's madness.
Yeah, shocking. Go on, then.
We'll take the foul there. Odibert, well played.
So get one in the box, last chance.
That's it. Get up there, set piece. Minute of injury time, and we've already played 1 minute and 10 seconds. So I'd imagine this will be the last play of the game. Ball's going to come in. I think it's Porro. Yeah, it's gone in towards the penalty spot. Clearance there from the Bodo player. Cleared away.
Yeah, half time.
And it's half time, people. Disappointing first half. Nige, what are your thoughts, mate, on that dreary, non-attacking, creative football that we've basically said would happen from the start of the game? Spurs lucky to be at 0-0, Nige.
Yeah. Another team with better quality would have finished us off, no doubt about it. We have been poor. You said it right. If you thought Wolves was poor, this was even worse. We've been shocking for that 45 minutes. But like I said earlier, we've got absolutely nothing in those forward areas. I think Odebert's done okay in patches. I will say that. Going forward, Odebert's done okay when he's got the ball. He's taken on his fullback. Yeah. But Richarlison can't hold the ball up. Toffee's not even in the right areas half time. Johnson constantly gives the ball away. Never looks interested. And the midfield three today are chasing shadows. Yeah. So it's...
I agree. I think
Van der Ven's done okay. I think Danzo's done okay.
Yeah.
Porro's been poor. And yeah, what can we do? We need to make changes.
Why can't we string a pass together, Nigel? Why? Surely they're professional footballers at the end of the day. Surely, out of 3 or 4 of those players up front, one of them can hold a ball up. Because it seems to be that none of them can. There's stages of that game where Bodo are on us. They're keeping the ball for that long that basically we've got our 11 players back within 30 yards of our goal. Even Richarlison is, like 15 yards outside the penalty area, 20 yards outside the penalty area. And it's almost like we're saying to them, come on then, break us down. And I don't, perhaps that's the game plan, mate. I don't know, but it's just so poor for me. And it just shows that I think the standard of our attacking players being in the Champions League this year is just, it's not good enough, mate. It's just not good enough.
No, we rely too much on Kudus. If he's not in the side, we have nothing up in those attacking areas, like you say, to hold the ball up. Kudus would do that. He would hold the ball up. But one player, we are so short. And it's games like this when you watch and you realise just how short we are. Really poor. It's hard to be positive because we've just been shocking. The only positive is it was still 0-0.
I'll let you answer that one, Nige.
I'm going to get dumped when you... Well, I don't know. Cookie, maybe.
You'll never get dumped, Sheriff. I'll just let you know you'll never get dumped, mate. Don't you worry about that. Scotty M, these players are so bad. I just can't understand it, Scott. I really can't. I don't get it.
No.
I really don't get it. There you go. From David Clark. Hi from Leicester. Big up, David. Hope you're well, mate. Johnson, 7 backward passes, no forward passes, and 1 ballooned shot.
Yeah.
I think that says it all.
Sums it up.
And Finn as well here. Just want to say, Finn says, what is it with these players? No desire. We spoke about that before the game. For me, every game, I don't care who it is, who we're playing, what players are on the pitch, they've got to show that desire to be out there on the pitch. Then no passion.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're spot on, mate. I'm not seeing a lot of passion. Seeing a lot of defending. I'm not seeing a lot of anything else. No intensity. They're not pressing as a group. You see the odd press for Richarlison or Odibert, even Sarr. But they're pressing singularly, and it's never going to work like that. And agreed with the last bit. If they keep playing like this, Finn, they are going to struggle to reach the knockout stages. Absolutely. I'm not being funny. We should be at least 2 down here. They've missed a penalty. The geezers blown one from 7 yards out. It must have been easier to score than miss there. And they just look so much more dangerous than us. They're patient with the ball. They don't care about going backwards with the ball as long as they keep hold of it. I'm waiting for some stats to come up on Sky now to see the possession. And, they've created what I would say, Bodo, 2 really good chances and probably 2 half chances. We've had, what have we had? We've had Odibert put one past the post, but it just dribbled past. The balloon shot from Johnson. And Richarlison's pass back when it was easier to score. That was the main chance, wasn't it, early on from the Birdwell cross.
But that just sums up where we are as a team. When you know what? Sometimes you go away in Europe and you are shit. Sometimes it just happens. We've seen it plenty of times as Spurs in Europa League, especially. But when you've got that top quality striker in, when you've got Harry Kane, you get that one chance, you take it. Richarlison got that chance, and wow, that was woeful. That was woeful. I think we could have done better at our age, mate, than he did.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all, mate, was it? It wasn't good at all, to be fair. Yeah, not good at all. David saying Porro's passing his conference level, and that on a picture with glass and dog shit all over it. There you go, mate. There you go. 4 touches in their box. They've had 19. It's lucky, really. They're not trying to, they're trying to walk it in. You know what I mean? Here we go. So I was a bit out. 63% possession for Bodo, 37 for Spurs. 2 on target for Bodo, 1 for Spurs. 343 passes, 198 for Spurs. 2 corners for Bodo, 1 for Spurs. 3 fouls for Bodo, 5-1 for Spurs. 19 touches in the opponent's box, 5 from Spurs. I think that tells you a lot here. They're just showing you now where Bergvall won the ball. Sweet pass across there. Defender should have probably done better clearing it. But what Richarlison is doing, I've got no idea. If that's Brazil's number 9, mate, they're in big trouble. That's all I can say, because that was rubbish, mate. Rubbish.
Really bad. Embarrassing.
So poor, mate. So poor.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, Bodo definitely deserved to be winning this game. Would you not say, Nige?
Yeah, like I say, they could easily be out of sight. It could be, they definitely should have scored 2. And there's been other chances as well where just one more pass, might have got another goal. They should be 2 up at least.
Yeah, that penalty, guys. That's why they've done him, because of the foot being high. On the way in the tackle, I agree with you. He has made a bit of a mountain out of it. But when Bentancur's gone in, he's actually jumped in a little bit. And you know what the rule? I agree with you, Nigel. It ain't a foul for me, right? But you know what the rules are like nowadays. The
thing is, I don't think he's gone into tackle. He's gone into block, and the momentum's taken him through.
Yeah. Here's the other chance. Feta Cheese knocking that one over there from 7 yards out. It was easier to score, to be fair. Great work down the right there. And as we were talking about, the winger looked up, picked his pass out, and Fet's put it over the bar there. It is what it is. I mean, that penalty is shocking, mate. I don't know what he's trying to do there.
It was poor.
Very, very poor. Very poor. It is what it is. So, Nige, changes for the second half. Are you sort of looking at it now and thinking, I'm changing players now at half time? Or are you sending them back out again with the thought of, let's see if we can get to 60 minutes and then we'll make a few changes?
No, I'd be changing at half time. If I was Frank in that dressing room now, I'd be like, oi, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit. Get in the shower, get on the bus. You and you coming on. I'd be making 3 changes. Simmons and Kudos on. And I'd probably get Pellegrini on as well. I just think we need to mix it up a little bit, shake it up, because it's just been poor. Maybe keep Pellegrini off for now. Get Spence over the right back. So I think Porro's been crap, and get Udogie on at left back.
What, and try and get Udogie pushed up the line a bit more? Nice, like he was against Wolves, when you get that opportunity, get him to have a run at them type of thing.
Yeah, I just think for me, Porro it's been so poor. Get Spence over the right. It's more to get Porro off and get Spence on defensive, because I think most of their good work, a lot of their good work, has come down the left. Get Spence onto the right, get Udogie onto the left, and get Simmons and Kudos on, because we're not going to score otherwise. We've got no chance. We've got to hold out for a 0-0 draw.
To be fair, Nigel, you said about Pellegrini, I'd get Pellegrini on, because I want to see someone start breaking it down before it gets to those dangerous points, because they seem to be getting through Bentancur. Do you know what I mean? And then we're sort of, getting people behind the ball, smothering it away, doing whatever we're doing. I'd like to see Pellegrini on, just to start breaking it up and giving us a bit of solidity and maybe, actually being able to pass the ball out, Nige. Do you know what I mean? Because I just can't believe in professional football how easily that ball breaks down. When we go up to the midfield, or when it's getting up to Richie, every single time, mate, it just comes back, and it frustrates me so much, Nige. I'm really disappointed with
the more experienced players, the Bentancurs, the Richarlison, who's quite an experienced player now,
Yeah,
they got to see on the pitch it's not working, it's not going well. This is when you should be like really like, you know, Bentancur should be in that midfield telling people what to do. And
yeah.
nothing. I'm seeing nothing from any of them. Richarlison's got his head down, doesn't even chase for half the balls.
He's not, is he? He doesn't
Um,
seem. He normally works a lot harder than what he's working tonight, Nige, doesn't he? He don't
it's,
really don't seem interested tonight. And for a bloke
yeah,
who's the only fit striker, apart from a Dane Scarlett on the bench, you'd think he'd have something to prove tonight, wouldn't you? Because he's going to have a
yeah,
tantrum if he gets tugged off and Scarlett gets put on. You'll see him having a tantrum then, but you know it's too late. Then you haven't done it on the pitch, so you know.
no,
I think Finn was spot on, mate. No intensity, no passion, no nothing, mate. And I didn't think it could get much worse than Wolves on Saturday night, but that was absolute dog shit, mate. Sorry.
it's a concern, mate. It's a concern because I feel like we've got a new manager in, but we're still seeing the same old problems that we see last season.
Yeah,
Not so much with the high line, of course, different tactics, but still players just not playing for the shirt and not really wanting it, you know,
yeah,
which for me as a fan is just unacceptable. I can take losing if they're putting it in and they're dying for the shirt on
yeah,
the pitch.
yeah. I
Some of them
agree.
don't want to know like that.
I agree, mate. So you're looking for Kudos and Simmons to come on in place of
Um, well, we need
Johnson?
I would probably take, I don't know, Bergvall or Sarr, either one of them. They've both been pretty average.
Yeah,
Maybe Sarr, because I think he's been non-existent. At least Bergvall's done a couple of good things. So, yeah, Sarr, and then I'm guessing Johnson would have to come off because he's done nothing, and
yeah.
get Kudus on for him.
Dominico here with a great point. As again, many times we've pointed out, we don't have any
Yeah,
leaders, guys, and that is so true, Dominico. So true. You know, when you've not got your Romero playing, when you've not got any of your senior players as such, your Paulinias, your Kudoses, you know, it's hard when there's no leaders out there. So hard, so
yeah,
difficult.
it is.
David's thoughts on this one? Staring you in the face when you have three useless, lazy buggers in the forward line. It's better to have two other strikers on and another midfield player on. Mate, I agree with
Yeah,
you. Anyone who hasn't subbed or liked the stream, please do. We try to get as many likes as we can. And if you haven't subbed to Nige over at Pure Coys, please do. Get over and sub to him as well. Great analysis there from Pure Coys McCoist. Filling us in the 20-minute break there on his analysis of
just how shit we are.
yeah. Well, I'll let you. I was just going to say I'll let you finish that sentence, Nige, but you did it for me. It looks like Lucas Bergvall is going to kick off for Spurs, Nige. I'll let you know when he kicks, and it's now.
No changes then.
Doesn't look like it. They haven't put anything up. So, no, it's looking the same. We've gone long early doors, out of play. So throw in to Spurs. Jed Spence on the left here. It's gone long down the line to Richarlison. It doesn't reach him. Gets the rebound, and it's another throw from the same place.
Disappointing that, no changes, but still.
Yeah. I think it'll be 60-65, mate, if it's still 0-0. Ball out to Mickey van der Ven from Vicario. Jed Spence back to Mickey, who's going to go long. Spanks it up.
So where's Johnson? So poor.
Over on the left there, and yeah, that was out to Brennan Johnson there. Whoever thought that he could win an header was wrong. Papa Sarr in tight that time. Jed Spence weren't quite aware of what was going on for the little slide ball pass there. Bodo again, just taking their time. Spurs seem to have pushed on a little bit here. Defenders just walked away, but we've cut it out. Mickey's got the ball now. Crosses the left-hand side over the halfway line. Gives the ball to Jed Spence. Everything stops still. And it goes all the way back to Bentancur in the halfway line. Mickey again. Don't get caught, Mickey, on the ball. And he's got caught on the ball. Mickey van der Ven. Bodo breaking. He's come out to the right-hand side. He's got an overlapper here. He's got loads of space. Oh, he's missed the ball. The Bodo right winger has miskicked the ball. Don't know what he was doing there. He's got tangled up. Quick throw for Bodo. He's come out. He should be putting this in the box. He hasn't, though. They're playing triangles again. Bodo playing with Spurs. He's tried to get down the line. He's put it in. He's gone far post. He's gone over everyone, but Bodo recovered the ball on the left-hand side. Spurs break it up there, but they've lost the ball again on the edge of the box. And Jed Spence can come away with it. And he's cut back inside again. And Sar's gone backwards again to Mickey van der Ven, who goes across to Kevin Danzo, who knocks it up the field 20 yards to Porro, who goes over the top to Richie, but it doesn't get there. And the ball's picked up by Bodo again on the rebound. They've gone long, and it's gone out for a throw off of Kevin Danzo. Looks like a throw to Bodo on the halfway line on the left-hand side. They've gone back again from the throw and all the way back to the goalkeeper again. Bodo playing out again. Odebert should have been on him like a car bonnet then, but stopped halfway. And Bodo have played round three of us again, but a terrible ball out. Jed Spence there on the left-hand side.
Where's Odebert?
Back to Sar. Odebert's in the box with Richarlison. Sar comes all the way to the middle and all the way back out to the left again. Jed Spence knocks one in to no one. Bodo get the ball clear, looking for a free kick, but it goes to Pedro Porro, who goes to Danzo, who takes a step forward past the centre forward. It's Sar now, out to Jed Spence, who goes left against Odebert. Stand him up, have a go at him. Oh, my word. He's got himself in a right mess there. He looks like he's tried to give it the old twist and turn, and I don't know if the defender's just touched his toe or he stepped funny, but he's gone down like a sack and he's back up again now. The spuds were full in the sack when he went down, but he was straight back up again. Bodo now take the throw and get it switched out play there out to the left-hand side. Seem to have so much time on the ball, Bodo. Still got the ball here out on the right-hand side. Just been knocking it about in their own time. Got the ball on the right again now. They've tried to switch play again, which they've successfully done. It's just on the corner of the box now. They're having a look. They're trying to play the 1-2s again. And it looks to Porro's burst away down the right. Richie has actually held the ball up this time and he's got a throw.
Yeah.
Porro there bursted away. Richarlison was his only option. And Richarlison managed to hold that one up and get a throw in for Spurs. We've gone backwards with a throw in all the way back to Vic from the halfway line. He switches his out here to Jed Spence. He's gone past the defender. Jed's on a run there up past the halfway line. And he's tried to give it the old I forget what they call it now, the old flip round the ball, and it's not worked. It's hit his heel and gone out for a throw-in, which Bodo have taken quickly, and they're back in possession again.
It's got no options. Every time Spence gets it, Odebear's playing centre forward for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I thought he was a left winger.
Yeah. Bodo just playing it out again, sometimes diagonal balls, sometimes straight lines. They seem to be finding space everywhere on the pitch. The closing, look at this. He's just knocked that in 20 yards infield, and the Bodo player had all the time in the world to bring that down. I want to get excited about Spurs going forward. Have that tone in my voice that tells you we're doing something. But it's not happening at the moment. Bodo are slicing us apart through midfield. Coming forward again. He's going to have a shot. He's bent it in the far corner. And Bodo are 1-0 up. That's what you get for standing off players when you should be shutting them down. We knew it was coming. Tottenham have been absolutely shocking at the start of this second half again. It's Bodo Glimt 1, Spurs 0, Nige, Pure Coys McCoist. What is your thoughts?
Pedro Porro. Watch Pedro Porro here. What is he doing? What's he doing? Stop! Don't follow the man. That was shocking defending. Now, yes, Johnson should have got back, but concentrate on. He got absolutely done a kipper that. And listen, it was a good finish. To be fair, good finish, but shocking defending. Sorry, Porro's not my right back.
The geezer was telegraphing it 5 touches before that what he was going to do. Do you know what I mean? As soon as he come inside on Porro, you knew what he was going to be trying to do in that top corner. Yeah. Well, here we go. 53 minutes gone. Bodo 1, Tottenham 0. What have you got, Tottenham? Because so far it's been absolutely shocking. I want to use the word disgusting. That may come soon. It's not good. The Spurs fans looking very pensive, not happy at all. My man in the studio, Nige Pure Coys McCoist, got a stern look on his face, shaking his head. Tottenham Hotspur with a free kick here. On the left-hand side, Pedro Porro to swing this one in the box by the look of it. Can someone get their Swede on it and to get to 1-1? Drops it in, great ball in, and it's hit the post. Porro's hit the post, and yes, we've got a rebound in.
Get in!
Back across, and it's 1-1. Spurs have equalised straight away. It's Rodrigo Bentancur, I think, that's knocked the ball back in the net. Spurs' first proper chance. Porro with a great ball in, a teaser. It goes all the way, hits the post. Then there's a shot in and the rebound there. Let me just have a look. Who's the shot from? There's a shot coming there from Brennan Johnson, which is going wide. And Rodrigo Bentancur inadvertently trying to move his foot out the way. It hits his leg and goes in. It's Bodo 1, Tottenham 1. And we're back in the game. And I've got to say, very, very undeservedly. But there is a goal check here. They're checking for offside. They're checking for something.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What's he doing? Oh,
he's going over to the camera here. This is not looking good. They're reviewing the goal.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I haven't seen anything. What are they looking for? Let's have a look here. Are we trying to get stitched up here? I think they're looking at Danzo pushing. It hasn't made any difference here, to be quite honest with you. There was no way this defender was getting anywhere near this ball, even with a Danzo push. Look how far away it is from him. He was never making that. They can't.
It's Van der Ven holding the player.
Oh, yeah. He's done him for holding the shirt, hasn't he?
Yeah.
No goal. We've been absolutely turned over again. For the sake of holding a shirt, I don't think that really makes
Trouble
any
is, when
difference here.
when you're watching a game in slow motion, of course it's going to look like he's holding the shirt for a long time. It was probably a split second.
Well, the goal's been ruled out. It's back to 1-0. I thought it had inspired us a little bit there, but they've given it against us. I think the next goal's vital now. Spurs need to score. Bodo's still knocking it about like they're Real Madrid, or trying to. That's a poor ball from Jed Spence there. Bodo straight down the line. Van der Ven's not happy. How can he
He's
give
given
a
a free
free kick
kick!
for that? He's won the ball. Mickey Van der Ven, he's won the ball in a slide tackle. The Bodo player has
He's
gone
lost
down
control.
like he's been shot by a sniper. Let's see. Perhaps it is a foul.
It's not a yellow card, though.
It's not a yellow card. No, it's not. They've both missed the ball, to be fair. But, you know, the Bodo player was rolling around like he'd been shot there. And no. Xavi Simons being prepared to come on for Spurs in the 58th minute. He's on the sidelines, ready to rumble. It's a free kick to Bodo. They're going to swing this one in the box here.
What are they doing defensively now?
It was a poor free kick there, and somehow or the other, Bjorken's gone for the little back flick. He's missed, and it's hit a Spurs player on the knee and gone out for a corner. Corner to Bodo. Left arm up. Gone near post. Looks like that was maybe, I want to say Jed Spencer cleared that. It might have been Sarr.
Yeah, it was, I think.
Yeah. Odeberg. What happened there? We've just given the ball away again. I'm sorry. These players are just not good enough. I'm so sorry. Can't be giving the ball. We're letting him run at us again. He's got all the time in the world to finish. What are we doing?
What are they doing?
It's like absolute disgrace.
It's like Keystone Cops at the back. It's
How they haven't
embarrassing.
scored there, Nigel, I just don't know. We're all over the gaff here. This is so disappointing. They're laughing. They can't believe they haven't scored. You're right, Nigel. It's Keystone Cops, mate. It is just unbelievable. We are terrible, mate. We are terrible, Nigel. Absolutely terrible. Keep liking people. Keep subbing to the stream if you haven't, and liking. Make sure you get over to Nigel over at Pure Coys. Give him a sub as well. Danzo for Spurs from Vicario's goal kick. Looks like that's straight up to Brendan Johnson, who managed to hold on to that. I believe, was it Brendan Johnson that time?
Johnson's come off. I think it's
Right, so that's Xavi then, or Sarr. Sorry about that. Yeah, Johnson's off.
Kudus
Kudus is on as well. Yeah.
It's all too little, too late, really.
Long to Richarlison. Cleared by the defender, who hooks it up, back up the field. We've got to come towards that, Jed. Don't just stand there watching, mate. Great ball from Bentancur there. That's what we want to see more of.
Come on, Xavi.
Xavi Simons on the ball. It's got to be a free kick. We'll have that. 5 yards outside the box. Just as you're looking at the net to the left-hand side there. Tripped up Xavi. We're 25 yards out. Can Xavi whip one top bins here to get Spurs back level again. Half an hour to go of this game, plus a little bit of injury time so far. 61 minutes gone. Can Spurs create something here? Xavi's got in the box. Oh, he needs his scissors. He's got a bit of tape hanging down. The ref sent him over. So he's not available here, I don't believe. Is this Porro taking this? Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of quality, Paulo. Bit of quality.
Xavi's back on. Is he going to have a pop here?
Probably.
No, he's gone far post. And it's been cleared easily by Bodo. They smash it up the pitch into the Spurs half.
Oh, wow.
It's, yeah, very disappointing so far, I've got to say. The amount of space that the forward had. God, you could read what he was going to do a mile off, really. We just didn't shut him down.
Absolutely. No, shocking. Go on, half an hour to save yourselves.
Come on, Spurs. Bodo coming forward with a ball. It was blocked there. It's Kudos now. Brings the ball inside, drops it off to Bentancur. The referee has seen a head injury and stopped play.
God.
It's Bjorken.
This not helping.
Nigel, you all right just for a minute? Well, I'll get a drink. All right, just for a second.
Yeah, you carry on, mate. Carry on.
Right, I've got to get a drink. Bear with me 1 sec, mate.
Yeah. Quite sure what he's complaining about now. Professional footballer going down like he's been shot. Oh, guys, it's not been good, is it? It's not been good. Almost as bad as my jumper. But we have got, 28, 29 minutes, probably half hour to save ourselves. Don't know where it's coming from at the moment. Just showing the goal again. Shocking. Fat Polo just passed him off. Just concentrate on the man with the ball. You know, shocking defending. But yeah, not a lot happening. Looks like Kudos got it down the wing. Go on.
Kudos, yeah.
Oh, corner.
Gone for a corner for Spurs. Spurs have got to turn the taps on here at some time. We've got to have a go here.
Yeah.
You know. Kudos with the corner. We need a bit of magic from somewhere. Luck's not on our side at the moment. Kudos with the corner. Whips it in. Comes to the edge of the box. Xavi Simmons. Oh, and they've broke us down. They're trying to break here. They're steaming forward like Bodo do. Spurs trying to get back. They have. Nicky van der Ven's got this one covered over here. And Bentancur has the ball now. Sarr. Tottenham playing little triangles now. Back to Vic. And Vic
just fucking, what was the point in that?
Spoon that up in the air. Bodo have won the ball back now. They've got the ball edge of the box. And it's 2-0. Bodo, Vic has absolutely spooned one up in the air. Bodo have picked it up. Switch play. He's gone to the 10. He's bamboozled the Tottenham defender and drilled it in to the bottom left-hand corner. Sorry, Vicario, but that was absolute dog shit. What are you doing?
I'm not going to have anyone tell me that Vic is the answer to take this team forward. Been saying it for weeks, been saying it for months. This guy is not the one. And he's put us in trouble. Listen, it should have been defended better again. Porro is fucking worst defender I've ever seen in my life. Just never puts a tackle in. Again, just rubbish defending all round. And we are getting what we deserve tonight because we have been shocking. And sadly, Frank is going to have to take some responsibility for this because for me, you don't rest that many players. Shocking.
Don't know what to say, Nige, to be quite honest with you.
We're getting what we deserve, mate. Let's be honest, 2-0, it could be 4-5.
We are rubbish, aren't we? Let's be fair tonight. You know, I don't know what other words to use. Richarlison's through. Can he make it 2-1? No, he wants too much time.
Why did he not shoot?
Absolutely too, Bob. The confidence at Spurs is so low at the moment. And apart from that, Richarlison's absolutely doggy doo-doos. Couldn't hit a barn door from 3 foot. Porro here had his foot trodden on as he was putting that ball through to Richie. Berg's been yellow carded for Bodo. Spurs have got a massive job on their hands here. 2-0 away in Norway with about 30 odd minutes to go with the injury time. Porro playing it short now. He's got it to Kudos. Can switch it. Porro now is going to launch one in. And he's in his 2-1.
Yes!
Spurs score.
Get in now.
I'll have to have another look. It was Bentancur again, I believe.
Bentancur.
And that's the sort of delivery that needs to come in the box. It's that simple. Whipped him with pace and power.
Van der Ven,
I don't
yeah.
know if it
Van
was
der Ven.
Bentancur or Van der Ven.
I think it was Van der Ven, yeah. Van der Ven.
Mickey Van der Ven with the header. Sorry, it looked like Bentancur had ghosted him behind Van der Ven. But it is Mickey Van der Ven who scored for Spurs. We'll take it. And we need more. We need more. We've just shown how easy it is to score against these lot. It doesn't have to be hard work. A simple ball in with pace and power and accuracy. And it's now 2-1. Bodo again, comfortable on the ball. Mind you, they've given it away there. Xavi Simons nips in. Spurs recover the ball. We need to have big conversations about Vicario here. I'm sorry, because it's just not good enough.
I agree. Looks like Polina's on as well. Don't know when he come on, but it looks like he's on.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. See if I can get this back on. This one, see it come back on. Yeah, we're back on. Kudos looking for the foul there, never got it. Lost the ball, but Spurs have won it back. My thing just jammed, Nige, so just to let you know, I'm on 70 minutes and 10 seconds.
Which is well in front of me.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
I'll tell you when I'm at 70-30, all right? If that helps.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, now.
It's about the same, I think.
Yeah, as long as we're about the same, mate, you'll get the gist. Spurs holding onto the ball now, gone all the way back to Vicario. We need to find an equaliser from somewhere here to go. 20 minutes plus injury time. 14 attempts from Bodo, 4 on target. Only 2 on target from Spurs. Here comes Porro again. The delivery's got to be right. Cleared easily that time. And Bodo playing it out with aplomb. But the left winger never made the run that time. And Danzo can clear up. Jed Spence on the left there. Oh, he took a knock there. And the Bodo, number 8, gets the yellow card for the late tackle on Jed Spence. Yeah, he's managed to tread on his toes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a lifeline.
Yeah. Paulini are on the pitch as well now.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can take a bit more control of this game.
Pass it like that.
Spurs knocking it about with a bit more vigour now. It's a little bit quicker. Kevin Danzo on the ball now. Striding into the Bodo part of the pitch. Tries to defend splitting pass, but not Brennan Johnson, Kudos was not on the same wavelength there. And it goes out for a goal kick to Bodo. Got to step it up a notch, Nigel, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Might as well lose 3-1 now, trying to get one back.
Plenty of space for the Bodo attackers here. He's got out to the left wing. 10 yards again. Plays it into the box. He's had a toe punt. First touch weren't good there. And the Bodo player, the 19, has knocked it about 4 yards. Fett has knocked it about 4 or 5 yards past the post, yeah. Stretching for the first touch. Just got away from him a little bit. Otherwise, it could have been dangerous for Spurs.
Yeah. It's not been great today, but we're still in it. Somehow.
Here we go again, playing it out. Mickey van der Ven. Back to Vicario. Out to Danzo now. That's better from Richarlison. First touch. Kudos. Absolutely fantastic. Harry holds onto the ball there. 2 of them round him. Managed to come out the other side. Xavi Simmons gives it to Spence. Gives it to Odibert. Back to Xavi Simmons. Poor pass from Xavi there.
Oh. Come on, Xavi. Expected a bit more from you, mate, now.
Yeah.
Simple passing.
Porro over the top. Richie standing there, not competing that time. Loads of space for Bodo to break into here. Jed Spence getting back there. You're not going to make that, Jed, I don't think. I think it's a corner to Bodo. Had so much space to run into there. As he's picked the ball up, he's drove at least 20 yards onto the Spurs box with no challenge. And then a poor pass that Spence managed to get his toe to put out for a corner kick.
Yeah. Come on, boys. Quarter of an hour to go.
Corner to Bodo. Goes near post, cleared. Out to the edge of the box. Goes out to the Bodo left. Knocked it again. Is the cross going to come, or are they going to play this ticky-tacky? Oh, no! Great tackle there. I thought the shot was going to get off there, but it didn't. The tackle come in. Kudos now. Trying to get down the wing. Does really well again. Holds on to the ball and gets it out for a throw into Spurs. Just over the halfway line on the right-hand side. Back to Big Kev at the back. Out to Mickey van der Ven. Straight out to Odibert. Cuts inside and gets on his bike.
Good run.
All the way across to the right-hand side. Pedro Porro with Kudos now. Down the line. Bentancur with a chip in. And Bodo. Clear it again. Out to Jed Spence now. Back out to Xavi Simmons. Looking for a bit of movement here. There's not a lot going on. Kevin Danzo trying to stride into space, and he's put the ball out again.
What was
I
that?
don't understand what that was at all, what he was trying to do there, to be honest with you.
That was terrible.
Shocking from Kevin Danzo there.
Just give it easy out wide.
We've got no consistency at all, to be fair.
No.
Just showing the replay. Great ball in from Porro. Pace and power. Straight on VDV's head. Kudos again. Two of them round him. They nick the ball from him. But he wins the ball back. Kudos. Well played. Bodo know. They know he's our only threat. Over on that right-hand side. Xavi's got to tie up with him somewhere along the line. Pedro Porro. Go on, Nigel.
Where's Xavi actually playing? Because
I think he's on the left, and I don't know. Roddy Bear on the left. He's in the 10. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still on that left-hand side, though, isn't he? Don't get it.
Just keep working at it. Come on. Spurs having all the possession now. It's out to Porro, who goes to Kudos. Kudos trying to turn his man inside out. A defender trying to get the ball off him, but it's not happening. Kudos does well there. Gets forced backwards, but done well to keep hold of the ball. Bodo on a break here, down the right-hand side, but well played by Xavi. Cut that one out. Spurs have the ball again. Paulinia out to Kudos, who does well again. Van der Ven out to Jed Spence. To Oddie Bear inside to Xavi Simmons. Paulinia now, Xavi Simmons again. Jed Spence. Nowhere to go. Back to Paulinia, back to Van der Ven, and across to Danzo, who's in a little bit of space now. Great ball that time to Porro.
Oh, Porro. Right, Danzo. Come on, Super Danzo long throw.
Yeah, we'll have some of
That's
this.
what we want to see.
Come on, Spurs. We need this equaliser. Give us a chance to go and win the game. The centre forward goes off for Bodo. They're making the substitutions. Spurs need to find something here. 80 minutes gone. Bodo 2, Tottenham 1. Very disappointing from Spurs. But it looks like Big Kev is going to launch the dance throw.
Go on, son. Get it in there.
Just substitutes taking place here. That's why it's quiet. Here comes Big Kev. He's going to launch one in to somewhere near the edge of that 6-yard box. Can we get the flick on? No, we can't, but we've still got the ball inside the box, outside the box now to Jed Spence. Swings it out to Big Kev there on the right-hand side. Kev's got to be... No, what's he done there? No, he's run it out for a goal kick to Bodo. Spurs have got to lift this in this last 10 minutes and injury time.
Got some more changes.
Archie Gray coming on.
That's it then. Game's won.
Spence and Bentancur going off. Udogie and Gray on. They've gone long here. Danzo does well. Well played, Big Kev. Well played.
Yeah,
Smashes the ball up the field. Kudos. Twinkle Toes Kudos does really well. Still got the ball coming infield, knocks it out wide. Bit behind Polo, but done well to keep possession there. Into Kudos again. Mickey van der Ven. Out to a doggy. Xavi Simmons. Van der Ven out to Dan's throw again. He goes out to Kudos, who bends one with the outside of his boot. Ball comes over and keeper claims that one. Little deflection on that from, I believe that was Archie Gray. Richarlison hasn't been on the pitch tonight. He's been absolute. I haven't seen him.
Non-existent.
One chance.
Non-existent.
One chance at the beginning of the game, and haven't seen him since.
No.
Well played by the Bodo player there.
Well done, Xavi.
Xavi does well there. Takes the ball from left to right. Out to Kudos, who decides to have a go at the defender, but he does well, the defender. Blocks Kudos off. And now they start playing their triangles again. Back to the goalkeeper for Bodo. They go long.
Oh, done, Danzo.
Mickey van der Ven on the marauding run now. Goes inside to Xavi, who goes out to Kudos on the right. Kudos bends one in. Oh, he's in the post! He's in the bar! Oh, no! Bodo can't handle these crosses coming in from the right-hand side. He's hit the bar. I can't believe it.
He's hit the bar.
Hit the bar.
Yeah, yeah. Odebear, yeah.
Odebear's hit the bar with a diving header. And Bodo have got it away. It was all so quick there, but great cross from Kudos, getting the ball in early. That's what we want to see. Xavi Simons with the corner kick for Spurs. 2-1, 84 minutes played. He's gone near post, Xavi. And that's been cleared for another corner to Spurs. Looks like
coming across to take it.
Come over. Yeah, Pedro Porro's come over to take the corner. Corner incoming from Pedro. Can we nick something here? Gone near post again. Crap corner from Porro.
Terrible.
It's a throw into Spurs on the left-hand side. Destiny a doggy with a throw. Back to Xavi Simmons. Goes across to Danzo. Pedro Porro into Kudos. They just submerge on Kudos whenever he receives the ball. 2 or 3 at a time round him. Destiny a doggy. Opening his legs down that left-hand side. That's a nice little ball there. Can a doggy make it? Gets the corner, a doggy. Nice little ball from Odebear there. Released the doggy. But the defender came across to put it out for a corner kick. Xavi Simmons now. And more substitutions from Bodo. I think they're just trying to slow the game down now, take the sting out of the game.
Yeah.
Big result for Bodo this. Terrible result for Spurs. We need something in this last 5, 6, 7 minutes. Pedro Porro again with a corner. Can we nick something here? We need a lift. We have been terrible tonight. Let's be fair. Let's be honest. Pedro Porro. And the ball hasn't reached Simmons, and Bodo are breaking now. And they've gone from right to left. Vicario getting back in his goal. João Paulinho there has done really well to slow them down. Bodo go backwards. They know if they keep the ball, we can't do anything, and that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. Great chance here, and they've hit the bar. Bodo have hit the bar. They've had so much room there. It was so easy for them. God knows what Spurs are doing at the back there. The ball's coming. He's swiveled it first time, and it's hit the bar. Nige Pure Coys McCoist. What are your thoughts on 87 minutes?
How many times have they got into those areas and just laid the ball into the box and had a shot? It's like we're nowhere near them. Defensively, shocking tonight. But you know what? While there's time, we just need one goal and we can get ourselves out of jail. But really poor. I'm concerned. You know, this has been a few games now.
I have to agree with Nige there. I think his analysis is spot on. Tottenham now, little 1-2s. Archie Gray! And it's scored! Richarlison!
You scummy little wanker!
Get him there, Richarlison. It's all he's done all night.
That is shocking goal from Richarlison.
We'll take it.
Is he onside?
The keeper saved it. It's rebounded up onto Richarlison's chest and rolled into the net. We'll take it. The shot was on target, which was all we can ask for. Keeper gets a goal, mate. It's Richarlison, bounces in the net. We'll take the 2-2. Tottenham have been abysmal tonight. Absolutely abysmal. But somehow, some way, we've managed to equalise in the 89th minute. Never say die, Tottenham. Just like we did at Brighton. We've come back to 2-2.
What are they talking about now?
Oh my God, they're checking the goal again.
I'm going to goal check again. What
are we doing here?
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Are they going to say his hands were up and it's hit his hands and gone in?
I think it was an own goal. I think it come off their keeper's. Well, he's not offside.
There.
I don't think it hits for Richarlison. Yeah, it's not off. Not even close.
If they ask him to go to that screen, you know they're going to turn us over.
No, he can't get that offside. It's not even close to being offside. What are we waiting for? It's a goal. Get on with it. Oh, VAR is just killing football. Really is.
Absolutely it is, mate. Absolutely it is. There was nothing wrong with that.
It's clear as day. There's no offside there whatsoever. I don't know what we're waiting for.
We're waiting for VAR, people. We're waiting for VAR. It doesn't look like there was anything wrong with that whatsoever. But VAR, as usual, is knobbing up the game. Absolutely knobbing up the game.
I thought we had semi-automated offside now. It's supposed to be quick.
There weren't an offside there, Nige. I think they're trying to see if it's come off Richarlison or the defender. What's wrong there? He's not offside there.
See, the defender's legs are in front of Rich.
Yeah.
I'm confused, really confused about what we're waiting for here. It's been nearly 3 minutes looking at this. What is
pure Coys McCoist view of this VAR nonsense here in the studio?
I'm I'm lost as to what they're looking at, because he's clearly not offside. So it's got to be something else. I'm trying to think what else it can be. Doesn't hit his hand. I think it
Well,
comes off the back of their defender.
I think they're
Hits him,
looking
hits
to see if it hits Richarlison hand and go in.
hits the defender's hand and goes in. Check over. Yeah, finally. Took nearly 3 minutes to do that. I could have took one replay.
Here we go. So it's
Okay.
2-2. 7 minutes of added time to go. Can Spurs nick another goal, or can Bodo find something to send Spurs to defeat? 2-2 here. And they've put it down as an own goal to the defender. It's a throw into Bodo down the left there, about 5 yards from the corner flag. Spurs can break here. Kudos couldn't get away from the defender. They win it back again. Spurs have got to stand up here and be men. Bodo are having a go. Still too much time for Bodo in the box. Oh!
How much time do they get in the box?
And just wide from Bodo there. Must have only been in the yard wide. So much room in the box for the Bodo players. We're not shutting them down. And that's about the third time they've had a very good chance from deep inside our area. How many times are we going to pass
doing?
that?
What are they doing?
Come on, man.
Just get the ball forward, man. We can win this game. That's
Long
it.
ball from Mickey van der Ven there. Richarlison didn't really compete.
About.
Odegaard can have a go at his defender here. He's got him inside
That's
out,
it.
but no final ball.
Unlucky.
But he's had a go there. He's had a go. I think that's one of the first times I've seen Odegaard have a go at his defender there. That was better.
What do you want to see?
Much better for Odegaard. Bodo split the play, but Porro breaks it up. Pedro Porro, know what you got to do. Get that ball in the area. Van der Ven now. They're coming across to the left-hand side. Destiny Udogie, Odegaard, Xavi Simons. Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat? Back to Van der Ven, across to Danzo. Danzo steps forward with a ball out to Porro, more than likely. Yeah. Kudos, sorry. Kudos there. Misplaced pass. He's working hard to get back, which he does. That's much better from Spurs there. Well played from Richie out to the left there to Odegaard. The doggy's going on the outside. Two minds. Odegaard was in. He's gone to Simons, who's gone back to Van der Ven, who goes back to Simons. Udogie now. Back to Simons again. Odegaard. Simons, that's better. Very nice indeed. Well played there.
Oh.
That's what we want to see. Interaction. Little give and goes. Much better from Spurs there.
Goes to show, start your strongest team. We might not have been in this position.
That's it, isn't it? We all say it, mate. We all say it. Always play your strongest team. Here's what it is. Here comes the dance throw now. From the left-hand side, he's going to launch it in. Kev launches it in big style. Headed out by the Bodo player. Out to Odegaard here. Drops it off to Udogie, who goes all the way back to Vicario.
What are you doing?
A minute and a bit to play here.
Challenge for the ball, boys.
Bodo now. The centre half running out. He's got to the halfway line. Terrible tackle there from Porro. Paulinho wins the ball, but the ref stops the game to give Porro a yellow card for taking out the Bodo player. Probably somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute to go now.
Yeah.
Tottenham have been awful. That's what they were looking at. And it's just about half a foot onside, literally. If the player was a size 10, Richarlison would have been offside, but he's not. He's a size 12 and he was onside.
Last chance.
Last chance for Bodo. They put one in. Far bins.
Terrible marking.
We're giving them too much space. They're down the line now. And it's a throw in to Bodo. Down on the right-hand side. We're 30 seconds over the allotted 7 minutes. I've got to say tonight, even though it's 2-2 at the moment, Tottenham have been turd. I don't even know what other way to describe it.
Yeah.
Bodo have been far the better team. But somehow we've nicked a 2-2 draw out of this at the moment with extra time still being played. We've let him come inside again, but cleared by Archie Gray this time. Paulinho gets the foul, and that will probably be about it. Mind you, the refs still letting play go on. Odibert getting crowded out here. Van der Ven goes long, smashes it up the park. That's better from Richarlison. Holds the defender up. Porro, this could be the last chance.
Oh, what he could have played that then.
Here comes Kudos down the right-hand side. Takes a step inside. Can he make room for the cross? Yes, he can. Oh, what are we doing? Why did he go for goal?
Oh, nobody wants to shoot, man.
All over the gaff. I don't understand why we didn't head for goal there. Kudos loses the ball. Bodo smash it up the pitch.
It's going to be that.
And that looks like that's about it, I do believe. The referee blows his whistle. Spurs scrape an unlikely draw after a terrible performance away to Bodo Glimt tonight. We get the draw, 2-2, very similar to the Wolves game at the weekend. We deserved nothing, but we kept going and managed to get that last-minute equaliser, 89th minute equaliser, own goal. Nige, your faults, because I know you've got to shoot off, mate.
I have. Yeah, we got out of jail, didn't we? It was a terrible performance, but once the big guns come on, we look better. Still worrying at the back. No doubt Bodo deserved to win, but listen, it's one of them. We got out of jail, we get a point, and we move on. But it's definitely worrying signs.
Absolutely. I'm going to end the stream now anyway, just to let everyone know. You're on Beyond the Lane, Nige, now over on your channel. So get over there to watch Nige on that with Dan. Me and the Sheriff will be back at 9:30 in the morning to go over all this game, to talk about it and to find out and try and work out why Spurs were so poor. Love you all. Thanks for all being here tonight. See you in the morning, 9:30. Nige is live now on Beyond the Lane. See you all soon, and come on, you Spurs.
One you Spurs.
Lads down the lane with the pure coys flow. Lads down the lane and the two